You may think that digging a virtual tunnel is impressive, but what if I told you there was a guy who spent over 30 years digging a real tunnel?
Let's talk about that. Good mythical morning!
Thank you for joining us today. My kids, I know your kids too, are obsessed.
You know my kids, huh?
With Minecraft. I think when Lincoln grows up, he wants to be Steve.
That's a problem.
I mean, that's how much he wants to play.
Have you seen Steve's head?
It's kind of squarish.
Yeah, you don't want that. He might wear a helmet or something. He might be wearing a square helmet at night trying to get his head shaped that way.
He puts on different skins to make him look cooler.
He needs to be comfortable in his own skin, Link.
He can put on Lincoln skin. That's not what we're here to discuss, right? We're here to discuss
the psychology of Minecraft.
The Burrow-Schmidt Tunnel.
Okay.
The trip that we took recently that we want to share with you, including video and all types of miniature catastrophe, helped me appreciate the Minecraft world, because there is a man who is the quintessential real-life Minecrafter, and we experienced his work firsthand.
Now, you may remember a friend of ours, Mike, who came into town a year and a half ago or so, and we went camping, and we had this whole thing that happened with the Bronco. There's a whole episode of GMM about that, link in the description. Well, Mike came back into town, and he said, I want to go camping again. We said, friend,
let's do it.
Anytime you want to go camping, man, we are here for you. We will go camping at the drop of a camping hat. Camping hat.
Camping hat. Yep.
So anyway, we decided I developed an itinerary, a new itinerary, because I am the resident itinerizer.
Thank you for that, right?
Yeah, well, I'm glad. You've shown no appreciation for how well I planned that trip, but I'm glad that you're showing it now.
I just said thank you.
Oh, good, thanks. So thanks for your thanks. Anyway, one of the things we wanted to do was come out of the mountains, the Sierra Nevada mountains.
Forest.
In the southern half of the Sequoia National Forest, down where the redwoods are, and then come down into the Mojave Desert. And as we came into the Mojave Desert, I wanted to see some sights, and I wanted to present these sights to my friends and say, look how cool I am. I've itinerized this whole thing for y'all.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, there was old miner.
It was all about me being cool.
Old miner cabins, different things like that, but the Burrow-Schmidt Tunnel.
There was the highlight of the trip.
Turned out to be amazing.
Okay, so here's a long story, long tunnel made short. And that is, there's a guy named Burrow-Schmidt who was a gold miner, and in the year either 1900 or 1906, there's some controversy about when he actually started.
I'm gonna go with 1902.
Okay, he said, I want to get my mules and my mining equipment from here to here. There is no road, so what I'm going to do...
And there's a big mountain in between the here and the here.
I'm going to dig a hole through that mountain. I'm going to dig a hole from my house to where I need to go at the mouth of the mine.
That's safer for the burrows.
Right, and that keeps it kind of level. Dude took an axe and a hammer and a bucket and started digging and digging, and hand digging continued for more than 30 years, 32 or 38 years, depending on whether or not you listen to the plaque outside the tunnel or Wikipedia. I'm going with the plaque, 38 years. He continues to dig.
Even 32 is amazing.
Like a decade into this process of literally every day just going out there and he made this noise. I can do it.
He didn't make the noise.
He dug into the mountain, and then all of a sudden they build a road. People come out and they build a road, and they're like, look, Burrow, you've got a first of all, his name was not Burrow yet. He was like William Schmidt or something.
Well, his name was Burrow not because he burrowed, but because he had two burrows.
Really?
Yeah, that's why. And
I don't believe that. That's not a good story.
It is.
His name was Burrow because he was burrowing into a mountain.
No, it's not. I'm sorry.
Wikipedia. Anyway, 10 years into the process, they build this road that makes his tunnel obsolete.
Well, the tunnel's not finished, of course.
Makes his tunnel obsolete because he's only halfway through. Newsflash, he keeps digging for another 20-something years. Every single day. And at this point, people are like, this dude is cray-cray. All he's doing is getting up every single day and digging, hand digging, sometimes using dynamite, to get through the tunnel. 32 or 38 years later, he finishes the tunnel, gets to the other side of the mountain, and then he sells it and leaves and moves.
He never moved an ounce of ore through that shortcut that he dug through the mountain. And we're talking over 2,000 feet, estimated 5,800 tons
That's a lot.
of rock. We walked through this thing and took video of it. There's no need for any type of supports that you would see in a typical mine because A, it wasn't a mine, it was just a tunnel. It didn't meander, it was straight as an arrow until it hits a T, goes left and right, and it was just in solid granite rock, no need for reinforcement. If you take a left when you hit the T, you go to a dead end, and that's where hikers pee.
Now, it smelled like urine, and then you wanted to pee. I'm ashamed
Well, when I smell pee, I want to pee too.
I mean, listen,
I'm like a dog who's got to cover up someone else's...
You don't need to add to the problem. People in there, I've walked half a mile. Let me pee inside this closed space. Don't be that guy. Link would have peed. So you're welcome, people who visit the Burrow Schmidt mine. You smell that urine, it's not Link's because I didn't let him pee. Like
I said, I have an appreciation of Minecraft now. The fact this guy basically used Minecraft techniques. There were
Minecraft techniques.
Mine technologies out there to mine. He used none of those. It was just him and a hammer and then some dynamite with a short fuse later on. But it's basically 6 foot tall. You had to hunch over a little bit.
And you know what?
About 5 foot wide.
I didn't hit my head at all. I didn't hit my head at all the whole time we went through the tunnel.
Well,
I didn't.
I'm sure Burrow Schmidt did, and I'm also sure that I did.
Oh, that was hard.
Something cracked. I hope it was the headlamp.
You get the whole thing on camera? I think so.
Yeah, so I'm sorry that when you hit your noggin, the only thing I was worried about was getting it on tape and making sure that we had it to tell the people.
I think that's what I was thinking about. I was worried about my headlamp. It was either the crushing sound of my headlamp breaking, which it was, or for a second I was like, is that my skull? I think Mike said it sounded like someone just stepped on a bag of potato chips.
I think if you can hear the sound of your own skull cracking, you can't think about it. I think they equal each other out. You know what I'm saying?
So I took one for the team, Burrow, and I'm in awe. You have to go there in order to fully appreciate it. So if you're into Minecraft or if you have kids, I want to take my kids to help them fully appreciate the digging that they do in Minecraft every day. You can only appreciate it by being there.
Yeah.
But there's an interesting controversy over this guy. You said he just sold the thing and moved away.
Right.
Well, there's a story that still circulates today that he now haunts the mine.
I saw him.
No, that's not the story.
Oh, I didn't see him.
Thanks for going along with it.
Yeah.
We were going to create a new myth. Maybe we have that power, but probably not.
No, we don't.
That
You smell that urine?
he said
That's Burrow Schmidt.
the reason why he kept digging for no reason was just out of a sheer commitment to the project, but it was really a clandestine cover-up to the fact that he found a very valuable vein of gold going into the mountain, which he was like, oh, I just want to finish my shortcut, but I got a lot of gold happening. And that's the story that kind of, I think...
I don't believe that.
I think it's an effort to redeem what some people think is a sad story of a man who was just had a futile exercise.
And I don't think there's
devoting
anything,
his whole life to it.
There's nothing sad about it at all. This man was a digger. He wakes up every morning. You know what he does? He digs in a tunnel. And is it worth something? Heck yeah, it's worth something. We're talking about it right now, these many years later. I think he was a futurist. I think every day Burrow Schmidt got in there and he bent over a little bit and he hit the ground with the axe and he said, one of these days, I'm going to be
break through
the internet. No, he's thinking about the internet.
Oh, he's not even thinking
I don't know what it is, but somebody's going to invent it. People are going to talk about me. And you know what? They'll be like, that old fool comes out here to dig every single day. You know what? He was a futurist. Burrow Schmidt was a futurist. I mean, what are you going to leave behind? What are you going to leave behind? He left behind a cool tunnel that you can go into with your kids.
We didn't bring our kids.
Next time, we're going to bring our kids.
Right.
What are you doing with your life? Are you digging? So I'm trying to make an analogy.
Trying to make it motivational.
What are you digging? Are you digging a hole for yourself? Or are you digging a tunnel through the mountains of life?
For the internet of the future that you can no way anticipate.
Put that on a T-shirt. We should sell these at the mouth of the cave. We sell them like.
Well, we'd have to.
What are you digging a hole for your? Are you digging yourself a hole? Or are you digging through the mountains of life?
You need to work. Let's work on that.
Okay, we'll wordsmith that.
Thanks for liking and leaving a comment. What's something that you've experienced firsthand that's given you a new appreciation for something else that maybe is a video game? I don't know. A little bit of a stretch, but let me know.
Also, you can support the show and sign up for a hassle-free mobile experience by going to RhettandLink.ting.com.
Ting, you can save 98%. Were you going to say that?
Oh, I wasn't. You
On
can
your
say
mobile
that.
phone experience.
And you can get a $25 credit.
I meant to say 98% of people can save money, but what I actually said was you can save 98%.
Oh, well, that's false advertising.
I can't say that, people.
Did you
I wish I could,
Oh,
but
wow.
I can't say that. You know what time it is.
I'm John from Ohio. And it's time to spin the Wheel of Mythical.
Go to RhettandLink.com/store and get things like shoes. This is a mythical shoe. It goes on your foot.
And there's another one that goes on the other foot. Click through to Good Mythical More, where we share some more of our personal experiences from that same camping trip.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Dogs. It's not a welcoming bunch. It's not like, welcome to the mountains. Oh, have some blackberry wine on me. No, it's just like, don't set foot on my property.